Welcome to the 2020-2021 school year. I'm Kristen Alford, the principal at the Upper School. I partner with Melanie Duffy, the Dean of Students, to offer an exceptional student experience for all students in grades 9 through 12. The Upper School team is confident and committed to presenting the best educational experience we can offer your child, regardless of the circumstances that may require our protocols to look and feel different. With safety as our primary concern, we will map out how the Upper School will deliver our main objective: academic excellence built on character. Mary Kimball Morgan, the founder of Principia, believed that true character building is the rock upon which Principia rests. And while the building continues to be modernized and the campus updated, the foundation remains intact. Policy 6 states, "The Principia shall dedicate its service to the task of training its students to think, and to think clearly, vigorously, fearlessly, tolerantly, and unselfishly." This expectation could not be more needed for our world than it is today. Dedication to this effort fully supports the vision of helping students become future-ready learners, able to meet our intended outcomes, such as being change agents, innovators, ethical decision makers, with the purpose of bettering humanity. Our faculty are dedicated and committed to providing an engaging, rigorous, purposeful, and authentic learning journey for each student. We are ever focused on teaching transferable skills and problem-solving skills to prepare students for the future. They do so by exposing students to hands-on, project-based, place-based, experiential learning opportunities. We are proud to have the human resources to ensure that every student is known, cared for, stretched, and prepared for a world beyond the classroom. Each day, students will interact with administrators, counselors, teachers, coaches, house parents, crew leaders, and each other. It is impossible to fall between the cracks, sometimes to the dismay of students who prefer to be unnoticed. The student-to-teacher ratio remains low so that every student has the opportunity to get individualized attention from teachers. We are also proud to have a robust set of course offerings that are both core and elective. Some of the peak experiences for our students include both character trips offered by Outward Bound, as well as curriculum trips that extend beyond the walls of classroom. While this year may be altered due to travel restrictions, normally our freshmen travel to Idaho for a rafting trip, the sophomore class travels to Minnesota for a canoe experience of the Boundary Waters, and the juniors experience sailing in Maine. Each of these trips focus on the concept of who am I and how do I contribute to a team. Growth in leadership is developed over the course of each of these trips. The capstone experience is the senior retreat to Michigan, with a deep focus on oneself as a leader and his or her impact on the school, the community, and the world. In addition to traveling outside the state, and sometimes outside of the country, we also value field experiences in and around St. Louis. 9th and 10th grade students participate in a developmentally appropriate engagement with our city as they identify key areas. This is known as the urban experience. Other significant experiences for each grade level include design thinking challenges, performance tasks, and cross-curricular or integrated learning opportunities. We expect that the combination of all of these educational experiences, students will graduate from the Upper School ready to contribute to the world. Now I'd like to invite Rachel Stewart, a senior who has been at Principia for the past 3 years, to share her experience and what she loves about being part of the Upper School.
Hi, my name is Rachel Stewart and I am a senior at the Upper School. I have been at Principia since my 8th grade year. Some of the things I cherish the most about my experience here at Principia are the close-knit relationships that I have formed with both students and staff, as well as the one-on-one attention from teachers while in class. The extracurricular activities, such as the house system, and the opportunities offered to play a variety of sports are 2 more additions to the list of reasons that sets Principia apart from the rest. As someone who has attended school as a day student and a boarder, I have been able to put into perspective what makes our school so unique. Principia offers opportunities to experience trips all over the world. This last school year, I joined several other students in traveling to South Africa for the Simunye Project, which is an 18-day service trip. This trip shaped the way that I look at my future and my potential because it was something I could have never dreamed of experiencing before coming to this school. I want to wish all of the new families a warm welcome, and I look forward to having you with us next year at Principia. And now, I'd like to introduce you to my fellow classmate, Senior Cole Quitter, with his thoughts on what makes Principia special.
My name is Cole Quitter, and this year I am a senior at the upper school. One thing that I really appreciate about Principia is the athletics program. Because we are a small school, everyone has the opportunity to participate in the sport they choose. Coming from a huge middle school with 12 football teams, I really enjoy the one-on-one coaching and attention that I get from the knowledgeable coaches here at Principia. Another thing I enjoy are the small class sizes. With fewer people in the classroom, teachers get to know how you learn and adapt their lessons to meet your needs. I have formed some close bonds to some of my teachers at Principia who have taken personal time out of their days in order to meet my academic needs. Another thing that makes Principia unique are the Outward Bound trips that the classes take in the beginning of every year. Outward Bound focuses on teaching lessons through nature and does a great job pushing kids outside their comfort zones. We attend these trips in our house crew, which is a small group of people you are assigned to at the beginning of the year. The crew system has helped me develop relationships that would not have been formed in any other way.
As I mentioned in my letter to parents a few weeks ago, there are many ways to stay connected and informed. Each month, on the first Friday, I will issue the Principal's Update, which will include information from the Dean of Students, the Athletic Director, the Dean of Boys and Girls, and the Director of Academic and College Counseling. This communication will come electronically. Additionally, we will host a new Zoom opportunity once each semester called Talk with the Team. Stay tuned for dates and times. Finally, the portal is a significant resource for parents and students. It is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and provides information pertaining to the school, the calendar, and your child's performance. Create a bookmark on your phone for the school portal. There is so much good to share, and I could talk all day about what excites me about leading the upper school, but I will finish with a look at our newest space, the Idea Lab. The former Social Center has been transformed into a space where the Smart Lab has been installed. Smart Labs are fully integrated STEM learning environments where everything, from the furniture to the curriculum and assessment, works together to support hands-on, minds-on learning. This specific process engenders 21st century skills and provides a framework for teaching for the unknown. Embedded within the program is the expectation that students practice being collaborative, self-reliant problem solvers while offering student voice and choice in their learning journey to keep the curriculum relevant and hands-on. Students will be exposed to a variety of STEM tools and skills that can be brought into other areas of the school to drive current and future projects. We are thrilled to have this new space and look forward to showing it off when guests are welcomed back into the building. It has been a pleasure to share just a few things about the upper school with you. I would now like to introduce our Dean of Students, Melanie Duffy, who will share the student life experience, house and crew, and much more with you.
Hi there, my name is Melanie Duffy. The students call me Dean Duffy, and I'm going into my 4th year as Dean of Students. I've enjoyed coming to the Principia Upper School when our seniors were just freshmen. It's been a fun 3 years of learning and growth together. As Dean of Students, I manage the student life experience. My favorite part of this job is working with, advocating for, getting to know, and supporting the students. Sometimes students come to my office to talk about things that are on their mind, ideas they have, help they need, working through relationships, and other times they're directed to me because they've made choices that need correcting or resolving. There's a big team that supports student life, and let me briefly tell you about the student life team. I work closely with the Dean of Boys, Clark Shutt, and the Dean of Girls, B.K. Grimmer, and our wonderful team of house parents in residential life. BK Grimmer is starting her first year with us, and she worked at Principia College in the Student Life Department. Clark and BK will give you a deeper dive about their programs and the dorms they run. Michelle Bland is our Director of International Student Programs, and she and Martha Weiss specifically support our international students. Lisa Johnson is our Director of Student Life Programs. She's our Service Learning and Community Service Coordinator. She coordinates our Illinois bus program, and Lisa works with students on service, permissions, employment, and approved driving. She also helps coordinate our contact with Land's End. If you have questions about uniforms, please see Caitlin Wigmore. She's our front desk receptionist. Caitlin Wigmore welcomes the students every morning and supports them throughout the day. If your student will be absent or late to school, please call her. She'll give you a call if there is a need during the day. John Heath is our Director of Student Activities. He helps put students' ideas into action around social events. Finally, Tiffany Green is the Director of Student Health Care. She leads the team of Christian Science, Nursing, and Operation on campus, and also partners with our athletic trainer and our RN consultant to be sure all needs are being met for student health care. The goal in student life is to support students as students are aiming to demonstrate self-governance. We support them by encouraging them to use qualities of respect and responsibility and keep a spiritual foundation. We believe that students need to make mistakes and learn from them. And when they do make mistakes, we want to guide and support them with tools so they're able to be prepared to make informed and positive choices, resulting in good behavior. The kind of behavior that builds others up, and as our head of school says, that is for the betterment of humanity. We also believe that students have wonderful ideas, and when they're able to provide voice and some choice, they are more likely to authentically engage in their learning experience. Our house system is a place for students' ideas to take action and for students to feel a sense of belonging in our upper school community. So what is house? House is a 4-team system for the upper school. The 4 houses have different names and colors. The head of Bull House, the purple house, is our Bible teacher, Evan McDonald, otherwise known as EMAC. The head of Hubble House, the blue house, is our student activities director, Mr. Heath. I am the head of the Flint House, the green house, and the head of Parent House, the red house, is our upper school principal, Miss Alford. There are about 45 people in each house that range 9th through 12th grade. Within each house, there are about 2 grade-level crews with about 6 to 10 students in a crew. And the crew acts like a family unit, and they meet 4 times a week. Crews meet twice a week to work through social-emotional curriculum called SEL for social emotional learning. The other 2 days of the week, the crew leader supports the crew as an academic advisor. And students have the opportunity to conference with their teachers, counselor, or crew leader about their academic progress and needs. This year, our house captains will have experienced house and crew for 4 consecutive years. The bonds that they've made with their peers in their house are strong and have contributed to students feeling well known in the upper school. Students are the center of the experience of the upper school, and we're really looking forward to a great year in the upper school.